In this video, I answer your questions about raising a hog for meat. Let's go!
I'm Becky. I used to live in the consumer rat race just like you. But one day, I had enough, so I sold it all, moved to the country, and built my own log cabin with my own two hands. Now, I spend my time discovering new ways to live a simple, healthy lifestyle with more free time and way less stress. Then, sharing what I've learned with you. Welcome to Becky's Homestead.
Budinsky asks, very nice, Becky. How much did the hog cost and how long will you raise it before you butcher? Well, I got a really good deal on my hog. I paid $30 for this hog and it's already gelded and the tusks are removed from it. That is a super, super good deal. But here's the thing to remember, and this is very important. It takes a long time and you have to be friendly and gregarious to develop good friendships in the homesteading community. That way you know who to go to get a hog, who to go to get garden ducks, who to go to get goats. So that is a very, very important thing to think about, is developing your homestead relationships. Here's a question from Ma Patty. Becky, how big will this pig get? This hog can get really, really, really big. In fact, he could literally get to be like 600 or 700 pounds if I kept him for probably 6, 7 years. It would get bigger and bigger and bigger. That would be for breeding purposes. I have this hog for meat purposes to eat him. And if you talk to your butcher man, you know, where you take it to be slaughtered and butchered, they have usually a size limit where they like it, and then if it's over that, they charge you extra. So I used to raise my hogs to be a little over 200 pounds, 218, 220, just around there. And I could just eye it up and tell it weighed about 200 pounds. I was talking to my butcher man, and he said raise it to 300 pounds, if that's better. So this year, for the first time ever, I'm going to wait and keep the hog until it weighs 300 pounds. So how long will it take to get the hog to be 300 pounds? Well, you know, there's no set months or time, but I'm going to say around a year or under. And that's feeding the pig. You know, I like to feed it as much as it can eat without overfeeding it and wasting it, because they will waste the feed. And you know, I don't like to have a lot of blubber on the pig when I raise it up to be butchered, because that just is a waste of money. You know, you want it to be meat. You don't want it to be a pig and then 4 inches of fat on the top of that all the way around, because that just wastes your money. So it does take it a little bit of time to get up to 200-300 pounds. So I'm thinking about a year. Mappy 1979 asks, do you not like to raise beef? I don't raise beef because I'm going to explain the reasons. There's several. It costs more money to raise beef. You can see this 16 by 16 pen is very doable to put up. It's not that expensive. And a cow needs more room than this. So, I mean, if you have a lot of room and you want to designate that to a cow and spend the money on the fencing, great, you can raise beef if you like to eat beef. Number 2, the pig was $30. You're not going to buy a cow for $30. Beef cows, even little babies, are very expensive. You know, probably, I'm going to say $250, $300 minimum to get a really little baby one. Number 3, cows take longer to mature to butcher weight. So you're going to have the cow longer, spending more money on feed to feed the cow. So overall, it's just a way bigger money expense to raise a cow opposed to a pig. And I personally like pork better than beef. So for me, pig's the right way to go. Jan Coldwater asks, oh my God, where's Neil? Neil! Everybody loves Neil. I love Neil so much. This is not Neil. There's two different kinds of pigs. You know, there's a hog that can grow to be 600 pounds if you let it live to be 6 or 7 years old. Then there's Neil, who's about the same size as the baby hog over there. But Neil is a miniature potbelly pig, and he's not going to get any bigger than this. A hog has a longer snout with the nose at the end. He has that long snout so he can root around. Look at this pen. You can see that's what a hog does. It roots around with that big, long, powerful nose. Even though this piggy's tail is cut, you can tell the tail would curl up. It does not hang straight down like a horse tail. It goes up. Now, of course, he can move it and he could move it down, but just in its natural state, the tail is going to be up. But look at Neil's tail. Neil's tail grows straight down like a horse tail, even though he's swinging it because he's happy because I'm feeding him. But you see how his tail hangs straight down like a horse tail, and it has like a little poofy on the end of it, like a little bit of hair, kind of like a donkey tail, actually. So that's what Neil, and let me turn him around this way. Neil, look at Neil's nose. It's not as long and narrow as the hog nose. And if Scott shows a shot of the pen, you can see the pen. Neil doesn't root around like the hog does. Neil basically just eats and lays around like royalty.
Sign up for Becky's Homestead newsletter. Go to beckysHomestead.com and sign up on the right. You'll get articles, news, and specials from Becky every month. Unsubscribe anytime, no spam. If you like this video, click the like button. It really does help us a lot. And if you want to be notified every time we post a new video, click the subscribe button.
Are you going to do some shopping on Amazon? Start by going through our link to get there. You don't pay 1 penny more, but we get a small percentage. The Amazon link is on the top right of beckysHomestead.com. Thanks so much.
He doesn't want to mate. Look at him. He's just being annoying and he can't get off her though. Look at him. He might get fatter because all pigs can get fatter.